Hi everybody, GOGATH here with my squeaky chair. It's got a bit of a fault on it, so I can shut that up a little bit. Right, we've arrived in the Vale West Nebula, and I'll try and say that again, Vale West Nebula. I'm breaking these teeth in for a horse. Alright, a strange thing happened to me on the way over, which didn't occur to me, but I suppose it makes sense. I noticed that the fuel was getting low, so found I had to change ships from my Asp Explorer to this Type 9 here, because it's the only thing I've got with a big enough cargo hold to hold enough fuel to transfer across. Interesting, so I'll have to change that back before I go out. It was 13 mil a week if I don't use this. Now, apparently, because I have used it and spent some money in it, running fuel and things like that, my estimations... That chair really is squeaky. 15 mil now, and I suppose that may go up as I do more with it. Interesting. What I did notice, I said it as a joke with the prelude to this with the other video, but I was going to go over and make a cup of coffee. I spent a lot of time away from the keyboard. It was 4 jumps to get here. Once I've sort of jumped into a system, I went round and did 4 or 5 systems on the way, because this is supposed to be my proper start area. But I was away from the keyboard for so long, I restrung my Les Paul. I also did a repair job on the bridge on a Steinberger I've got. And I've had so much coffee that a wee is going to become imminent. I don't know, I mean, this is hard work, but being away from the keyboard that much, doing other things, I know you're logging game time. So this looks good for the shareholders, things like that. I don't really want to go down that route. I mean, it has been covered by other content creators very well. And that's probably exactly why it's being done. But I'm just talking about from a gameplay point of view. So, for the hour or so it took me to get here, I did some scanning, surveying, exploring, whatever you want to call it. Let's change ships back. And then I did some repair work around the house. I've tidied up, I've done the washing up, and as I say, I've drunk so much coffee I'm climbing the walls. Most of the time has been away from the keyboard while I'm waiting for it to do something. Right, once this is there, we'll take off and have a little nosy around. It's nice to have your carrier with all your stuff, although I've got to admit, I've got combat ships here, I've got trading ships here, there's no one to trade with, no one to fight. Even the griefers don't bother coming out here. So what do we do? I don't know, I'm finding it hard. I want to like this. I've come out with the idea of wanting to like this and actually, you know, make it work. I know they've cut down a lot of the stuff. We saw that coming. I don't think anyone was really fooled into thinking that the first figures were going to be the ones that stay. Really, the upkeep has got to go. I mean, 15 million. For example, I'm going to be away from my keyboard for the whole weekend. I've got other things I have to get on with. So I'm not going to be playing, and this is normal. People will normally have time off. At the moment we're all on lockdown. So we can actually play the game a lot more than usual. And if I can't make this pay in lockdown, I'm definitely not going to make it pay when I'm back working again. Interesting thought, that. Yes, you can mine. And at the end of the day, the difference that'll make to your mining, I suppose, to anything else you make, is it will eat some of your profit. It's up to each individual player to decide whether that is worth it. To me it's not, but I know people actually that can't wait for these carriers, and even if they come out at the full, you know, price in the first place, still we're well up for it. Everyone's different. They're not wrong. They're just different to me. The only one that's wrong is my girlfriend. I keep telling her that and she won't have it. But then again, why would she? She's wrong. I hope she never sees this. But in all seriousness, I would like these to work. I really would like them to work. I just don't see, unless there's some really radical changes. The fuel has either got to be so cheap that you can do a round trip and come back without it costing much. The upkeep has got to go. I mean, it would be nice if we could scoop fuel. It really would. But that's apparently not going to happen. I mean, it seems that most of the problems, this has been happening a bit lately as well. Most of the problems seem to come down to the fact that these things are persistent in the game. I don't remember anyone asking for a carrier that was persistent in the game. I know people were asking for stations, and stations are a different kettle of fish. They did it in X3 Reunion in 2005, no problem, and carriers that you could fly, but obviously in 2005 the ships didn't look as good as these. But really and truly, I don't know. I don't think...
Landing gear retracted.
Oh, that was silly. Ah. Don't you just hate it when that happens?
Landing gear deployed.
So far, I know things could still change. I don't want to be doom and gloom about this. As I say, I really would like to see these things work. But if you're going to be out there for months or maybe a year, say you were an exploring trip for a year, you'd have to mine. And mining isn't exploring. If you don't mind mining, that's fine. But I'm starting to repeat myself now, so I'll stop. Okay, GOGATH out.